everyone, Andrew Eklund here from Ciceron. I'm in my downstairs man room on the weekend after recording Friday's first installment of Bagelz and Brainz, which is going to be a weekly video digest of our weekly staff meetings. And we started recording these because the interesting conversations that seem to take place every Friday at Ciceron. In this first installment, we actually used a bunch of different video devices. I ended up using my flip phone. There it is. Our friends at Google sent it to us last year for Christmas, and it actually turned out to be the best quality video we had, so we're going to stick with it this week. This week we talked a lot about social media in the context that it should play within a larger marketing strategy for 09, considering that budgets are going to be tight, and to try and really figure out where something as emerging as social media should play in the role of your marketing plans. And in this week we had a bit of a short staff due to a flu bug that went around the office. You'll see we have Phil, Julie, Amber, Rob, and Dawn, and myself doing the filming duties, and frankly only voiceovers. You'll hear my voice but not my face, which is probably better off for video. And so enjoy yourself. Welcome to the first installment. We're going to try and keep some comments going on here, so feel free if you have any feedback, which I know a lot of you do, to keep it coming. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.
What's different about social media? It's about the fact that you need to take some responsibility for it, because this is not something where you can buy a keyword, pay an agency to represent you, in its entirety. You're talking about being an online reflection of your brand, and you need to take some control and ownership of that.
So do you think right now, because the economy the way it is, should people be focusing on social media? If we're looking at the low-hanging fruit, and you got paid search, you got natural search, you got email, where's social media in there? Is it front? Is it back?
I think it's almost a matter of changing the nature of that conversation.
Or visibility.
Visibility, exactly. Or results, or
visibility, or content, or really it's in the whole guise of how you create organic interest. I mean that's really, whether it's search, organic search, or social media. How do you get away from paid media and develop it organically?
That's a good point.
Yeah, right. I think that's where I want all that stuff you just said.
Yeah, right.
Paid search might be an exception, but I think that is critical. Obviously, given the economy now, there's human resources that needs to go against that, as you said. But people are going to be, I think, naturally looking for opportunities to leverage things away from paid media.
See, what's interesting about that, though, it's like the old world was, this giant arrow, top-down communication, blast your message down to the people, and the new world is bottom-up. It's power to the people, and the power is at the low levels going up instead of from the top levels coming down.
It's not out there right now in regards to what's the ROI of social media. And you've got people on both sides of it, people that come from the business sense and say, if you can't articulate to me what the ROI of social media, I'm not going to give you the time of day, because of the fact that I'm so entrenched in paid search and paid media, where you can tell me exactly where every click was, where it went, and what that means to me for my business.
I think we're getting close to closing the loop on being able to show where social media is the source of conversion traffic.
I think that we're right. I think you're right, but it doesn't have a lot of traction yet.
Well, it's not as black and white and perfect.
No, it's not.
Like going into Google AdWords or something.
No, it's not. It's not.
Can you do that, by the way?
Hey there, I wanted to point out in the next part of our conversation had to do with the fact that large research studies right now, we think are going to take a back seat towards day-to-day analytics that give you more immediate insights into how you need to move the dial with your web marketing versus having to do larger research studies that are more costly and usually less timely.
How we position research, we probably should think about that, because the reality is, if you're doing good analytics, you're also doing qualitative with that, and you're not just doing quant. And so, if we take the notion of, as we just talked about, if maybe you didn't have good analytics in the past, does that cause you to have to do the bigger research project? Well, again, let's just take the 3 case studies we have. Right. That's true in all 3 cases.
Absolutely.
Right? It's absolutely true. So, I think we definitely need to make sure that we've got people on the right analytics platform, but that we don't have that big gap, are interspersing qualitative more frequently under the analytics umbrella.
Yeah.
And again, not saying it's a research project, but saying we can say it's an analytics project, because that's really kind of what it is. So I think that's I think that's good. That's a good way for us to position it and for clients to think about it.
Target came out with their new release this week, so Julie and I have both been kind of trying to figure out exactly what that means for all of our clients. And I was talking to one of our clients the other day, and they enhanced their tracking. It's actually called enhanced tracking, but it's actually going to be really cool if the client knows how to use it right. And I was talking to one of our clients, and he's like, "Oh, this is going to be really cool because now they have an overlay where you can see exactly what's happening inside your email." He's like, "This will be really good to bring to higher ups because they can see like where this is what people are doing."
Is this the visual analytics?
Yeah.
thing? That's cool.
Yeah, so he can just, it'll be really easy for them to bring it to hire people and just be like, this is why this is working. Look at all these people that are going to this place. Like, we need to work on this because email's driving all this traffic to our site. And we need to keep doing these newsletters. And so I think it'll be really cool.
Okay, so that's that for the first episode. I'm not saying the production values are high quality. This is me doing video editing, which is a horrible thing to begin with. So we're going to try and do this every week. It's going to get better. This one was pretty rough, but I hope you came away with a couple of nuggets of ideas. And have a great week. Hang in there. We guarantee the markets are going to be better this week. Promise. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.